Well, Dave, congratulations, 4-1 win away from home today, and absolutely relentless at times in that second half, particularly from County. What pleased you most about the performance today?
The last 5 minutes didn't please me because we should come off there with a nil, and then I'll be pretty pleased. I thought in possession we weren't at our best. I thought our counter press was unbelievable, probably the best I've seen. So our reaction to transitions and turnovers was brilliant, and that's where we looked most of a threat, to be honest. But really pleased. I think coming here, I spoke before in the meeting, probably everyone outside of our dressing room expects us to rock up here and it be a comfortable game. But ultimately, playing against a team that we've scored 5 goals against a couple of weeks back, and they'll have been hurting from that, and they'll have been thinking about how they could put that right, if you like, and we need to start the game well. We were lucky to not go 1-0 down, and then we go up the other end and we score, and that's how football is sometimes. So great result for us. Big 3 points keeps our little run going in a period of no games and FA Trophy games. So massively pleasing, and great to back up the result that we had against them over Christmas.
We talk about fine margins a lot in the National League, and you mentioned it there, the clearance on the line just before the first goal. Big moment for Liam as well, who's had to work his way back into the team the last few weeks and done well.
Yeah, from my perspective, more Kitch needs to deal with it, and he knows that, and it's not like he's not had warnings, if you like, so you've got to be better in those circumstances. Sometimes you have to defend, and we've got to be better, and we shouldn't give them that opportunity. Don't let the ball bounce. But I think what we've done is all over the pitch got in positions where if someone's made a mistake, then we've ultimately tried to dig them out, and that was the case. And if you're going to be a good team, certainly defensively, you've got to be able to do that. So we're going to be reliant on each other in different circumstances. You're going to be reliant on the goalkeeper at times, and that proves how important it is, and the fact that, like I say, within 15 seconds we're picking the ball, they're picking the ball out of their net, and we're in front. Yeah, as I said, I think the three of them complement each other really, really well in there. I thought Sauce was terrific. Obviously gets himself another goal and was really influential in the game. The three of them have been fantastic. All got goals and all played a big part in it, and they're at the moment providing the platform for us in terms of in possession and out of possession, in terms of what they're bringing. And like I say, long may that continue, long may they continue to keep scoring goals, especially the manner of Will as well.
4 different scorers today as well. It's 5 different scorers in the return game on Boxing Day. That must be so pleasing for you, because it does feel like absolutely everyone's chipping in at the minute.
Yeah, listen, you want to get goals. Ultimately, if you get goals from all over the pitch, then it takes pressure off the players up the top end of the pitch, but they have a massive involvement in what we do. They'll want to get their goals, they'll set themselves targets to get 15-20 a season, and they can both do that. We're putting the ball in good areas, we're giving players license to go and get forward and get in the box, and it's testament that they're taking that on board and they're enjoying that, and as you say, we're getting goals from different areas, from set pieces, although not tonight, but that's it's a massive positive, because if we can share them round, then the workload or the burden doesn't fall on 1 or 2 players.
Ryan Johnson making his debut off the bench today, obviously a player that very quickly became an important part of your Hartlepool team last season. What are you hoping he can bring to County this time round?
Exactly what he is, and what you see, he's a good player. He's a defender first and foremost, but he's comfortable in possession. He'll step into it. He's left-sided, gives us some balance that we'd certainly be missing, and he'll be an important player for us. It was great to be able to get him some minutes there in front of our supporters when I suppose the pressure's off a little bit. But he'll be, like I say, he'll be a really good addition to how we want to play and how we want to go about things, and I'm really looking forward to working with him again. We think we can improve him, which certainly happened last time that he was with us, and with me. So hopefully that'll be the case.
Just a quick word on Jordan Keane, obviously missing through injury today. What's the latest on Keane's situation?
He had a scan and saw a specialist. So I believe he's had an injection today. So hopefully that settles it down. It's an ankle problem, not through one moment, through a series of almost like an overuse thing, really, that's flared up through a moment in training. So hopefully not too serious, but can't really provide any detail as to whether it's going to be at the moment, certainly with days, weeks, and hopefully it won't be anything longer, but hopefully the injection works and we don't have to take further action.
A couple of home games coming up next, starting with Larkhall on Saturday. I suppose regardless of competition now, is it just all about keeping this momentum going?
Yeah, absolutely, because we'll obviously make changes from tonight in terms of the team we pick, and it'll be opportunities for players that haven't been involved to ultimately keep them themselves fresh in our minds. No pressure on them, but the group as a whole demand of each other, and regardless of who's playing, I expect, and the players expect us to play with an intensity and to be on the front foot and to be aggressive and to flood bodies forward and to want to keep the ball out of our net and be aggressive in terms of how we go about that. That'll be no different, and like I say, they've set the standards whether they're in the starting 11 or not, and it'll be important, and they will stick to them on Saturday, and hopefully we can progress regardless of the game. We want to win, and we'll do everything we can to make sure that happens.
Dave, thanks for your time. Well done today.
Cheers, thank you.